welcome back to Carifest Avenue. So we're continuing this walk on Carifest Avenue. So you can see the location for this new development, a resort hotel that they're building here at Carifest, on Carifest Avenue, on the exercise lands, the recreation lands. So over here, like I said, that's the national park, right? The national park. It's famous reserved recreational land here in Guyana. People use every day. And on the other side, this is recreational land. It's green, I think. Guyana National Service Ground. Right on this side, it's Guyana National Service Ground. The fence has been built recently. And right next door to the Guyana National Service Ground is where a planned condominium, I think in this case it's a resort hotel, is being constructed. So the location is across from this part of the national park. So this is the reserved land for the national park. With the water, you can see that's the manatee pond. So there are a couple of manatees that live in that pond. I don't know if you can see any of them right now. That's the famous manatee pond. And immediately across from the manatee pond and the national park is this ground, this piece of land that is now being dedicated to Qatari investment group. So let me show you what it says here. As you can see, it says assets. Okay, it's across the road and see what we can find. It says assets group, right? This is the assets group, and as you can see, they have put up a advertisement with a website address. So it says www.asset. So what they're planning to build here what they're planning to build here is a hotel and resort. Assets Group is building a hotel and resort. That's what I'm showing you now as I walk along the outside fence. This is the Qatari investment group that is planning to build resort here, and they've put up this mural. Right, this is a mural on the outside of this location. It shows you what is being built. So that's it, guys. This is what I want to show you, that this is the location here on Carifesta Avenue for the Qatar hotel. The hotel is being built by the Qatar company, and this, as you see, was once recreational land, and all of that green fence, it extends all the way around the National Service Ground, Guyana National Service Ground, and on the back side continues all the way around this property. Alright, all of this is recreational lands. Like I said, on the other side is the national park. That's the national park. Morning. Right, that's the national park. And the other side, Carifesta Avenue, which we just came down. And all of this land is now being converted to the land for this development. So as you can see, that is the green fence. That green fence extends all the way around the land that is being developed for the Qatar investment group. Just gonna enter the national park, parking lot of the national park, so you can take a look from the vantage point of the national park. Right, so all of this land is being turned into land for hotels and resorts. That's the Ministry of Education Sports Complex there over there. That's their recreational land. We're entering the national park, so this is the Burroughs School of Art. Right? Morning. National Park. There's some construction work going on in the national park. There's a fair amount of new construction going on here. This is the, I think, a concession stand that's being built in the parking lot of the national park. Right, this is the back entrance of the national park. And I think what they're building here, there's a little playground. I think that's also being renovated here in the national park. This new building. New footpaths and walkways. This used to be a children's playground here in the national park. I think that's also being reconstructed. Right, that's the children's playground in the national park. But what I'm doing is I'm giving you context, right? Context for the construction of this new hotel and Resort by the Qatar Asset Group. So let me enter the national park and take a look back at the location of the Qatar. So this is the map of the national park, the layout of the national park, and at the top of that map is the Harifesta Avenue, which we just took a walk down. So across from the national park, that's the location of the new resort hotel, as you can see.
Distance 3 miles. Duration 45 minutes 48 seconds. Pace 26 minutes 18 seconds per mile.
Right, so guys, that is where the new resort hotel will be located. Right, that's where the new hotel and resort will be located. And as you can see from the green fence, right, let me show you. The green fence continues on the other side of the signage, and I don't know if you can see it clearly here. It continues all the way around the GNS, the Guyana National Service Ground, and that is the location. That entire recreational field that seems to extend around the Guyana National Service Ground and the field next door to it, they are all being converted into this hotel and resort. This is a national park, so that's where, right, that's the athletic field. In the video we see, the previous video, we see the manatee pond. I show you the manatee pond from the inside of the national park. Now this is the manatee pond. And again, what I'm going to do is to show you the extent from this vantage point. The extent of the property that the government has basically condemned. So they condemned all that property. See from where the sign on the fence begins. Alright, so the sign on the fence begins about there, and all this property has been condemned and converted to land for the resort hotel. All that fence is now green. That green fence now surrounds the GNS, the Guyana National Service Ground, up to that point, and will be converted, look, up to that point. All of that fenced in area will be converted into the hotel and resort for Qatar. And in the foreground here, this is the manatee pond. We call them sea cows. They're called the West Indian manatee here in the national park. So that's it, guys. That is what's happening here to the recreational lands. So far the national park has not been touched, but all the land along the seawall seems to be destined for conversion into hotels and resorts in the fastest growing country in the world. That's what's up, guys. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about converting recreational lands along Carifesta Avenue into hotel and resort, a line of hotel and resort style of which you will find in places like Miami and the Riviera in Paris and so on. Riviera in France. So tell me what you think. Those of you who live abroad can also tell me what you think, comparing the location here in Guyana to locations abroad that you have visited, whether this is in fact likely to be competition for Miami, the boardwalk in Miami. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in the fastest growing country in the world, and here in the Guyana National Park, Georgetown National Park. Later!